Alrighty, here's one everyone's heard about. Back to the Future. This movie is timeless, which is funny because it's about time travel. For anyone that doesn't know, released in 1985, it's about this high school kid who hangs out with this nuclear physicist for some reason. And he builds a time machine. And, you know, the high schooler, Marty McFly, ends up going back in time to the 50s and has to find his way back. Like, what can you say about this film? Well, starters, great score, memorable score. Robert Zemeckis does a great job of, you know, directing it. I think the script is fantastic. 1 and 2 are super great. 3 is also really great, but it kind of feels like an outlier sometimes because it takes place in the West. But I grew up with all 3 of them, so it's just like, it's just kind of whatever for me. Yeah, this is a fantastic movie. Like, definitely check it out if you haven't. I've got a bunch of Back to the Future merchandise. I've got hoverboards somewhere around here. I've got the Back to the Future 2 hat. Oh, look at this. Boom. A little Lego DeLorean. I've got it all, man. I've got it all. I've got a book, an art book or something, or like a production book with all the notes for every single scene and everything. That's pretty cool. It's paced well. It feels so timeless because you travel back to the 50s and you feel like you're in the 50s. And it's so neat. I love everything about this movie. I've been on the lot that it was shot at. I love it. It's great. It's fantastic. Like, seriously, if you haven't checked it out yet, go ahead and check it out. Like, I don't want to talk about it I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to, like, go over all the points that everyone knows, but there's a dumb little thing on YouTube called Whack to the Future, which is like this. If you've ever seen Be Kind Rewind, it's like a sweeted, purposely terrible, garbage remake of Back to the Future by Kevin Zeef. I think his channel is Zeef Productions or Big Zeef, something like that. Definitely check out his stuff. He is hilarious. He's been doing that since like 2005, and it's like, the best part about it is it's the same sort of style of comedy and like the same production value, which makes it that much more entertaining. I love that guy so much. He's fantastic. Anyway, Marty McFly is played by Michael J. Fox. Christopher Lloyd plays Doc Brown. Crispin Glover is the father. Leah Thompson is the mother. Yeah, all around great film. I love the cover. Although it's a little weird because, like, how is he stepping out of this car? Look, that's the thing going that way. Like, how does that work? Other things, I like the blue on it. The logo's a classic. Other weird thing about this tape is, much like the Apocalypse Now tape, it is a very hefty tape. Once again, just like, look at this, like, it's nuts. It's crazy. Hour 56 is all on this tape, which is nuts. Tape's in good condition. It's kind of an older tape, as you can see by the top bracket sort of thing. The clip, it's a little bit older. You can see the Scotch thing on there. I've got other tapes like that where it's gray because those are like the first ones. Just a little interesting stuff for you. Box is a little beat up. Other than that, like, fantastic. Seriously. Real quick, I love the taglines on this. He was never in time for his on time for his classes. He's never in time for his dinner. The one day he wasn't in his time at all. Back to the Future. Steven Spielberg presents a Robert Zemeckis film. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. I love the whole series. I don't have the other ones on VHS, and I don't have like the you know, like the big blue collector's box whatever thing for myself, but you know, that's on the docket of things to get. But yeah, definitely check out Back to the Future if you haven't yet, and also Whack to the Future. Like whack, like that's so whack. Anyway, rating 10 out of 10, obviously. yeah, that's all for today. See you guys tomorrow for a longer video. We're gonna be looking at this is gonna be fun. We're gonna be looking at all the Batman movies, or like the four, like the two Tim Burton and then like the two Joel Schumacher. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.